Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Am I
hi
talking to?
everyone.
Hello, sir.
Okay, so are we good to start?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yeah. Today's session, let's say, okay, I'm sharing my screen. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the agenda for today will be the introduction part, and we will discuss about the testing. What actually testing is? What are the different types of testing? What we are doing? And yeah, we'll search about more about on the CRM part, discuss more on the CRM part. Okay, what exactly CRM is, how it is going to work, and what for a tester, what is so important there in CRM. Okay, so I will start the session with the introduction part. Okay, so I think we have three candidates, right? So yeah, just introduce yourself and then we can start it. Two candidate, okay? Shweta, you can you can go ahead.
Okay. Hello, sir. Good morning. My name is Shweta Satish Muttipur. Actually, I have 3 years of experience in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, but because of my personal reasons, I left my previous job, and it become 4 months now. I have left my job, and now I want to switch my career into testing. That's why I'm here. And basically, I am from Pune, and I have completed engineering from ENTC background.
Mm,
Yes, that's all
oh,
from my side.
okay, got it. Thank you so much, Shweta.
Welcome.
Hoshan,
Mhm.
we have one more candidate, right? Mohammed Hushan.
Oh, hi, sir. Good morning, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. Yeah. So, actually, I started my career in IT admin and then I moved up to like working in DevOps. So I've been working in DevOps space for like 4+ years now. And recently I've completed a few projects in Salesforce where I had to act as a liaison for Salesforce DevOps engineer. So
Mm-hmm.
currently, like I got a role where I'm gonna work as a Salesforce DevOps and QA. So I never had an exposure with QA, although like I just want to know like what's covered and what's not covered in this course, because the expectation from my end is like they want something on the DevOps side where I can automate things in QA. Let's say the Selenium by using Selenium.
Mm-hmm.
So just want to know like, if this course gives the exposure to like Azure CI/CD and how to automate the test cases in the pipeline, or like some kind of exposure using Selenium.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Paul, you can introduce yourself. Hi, Paul. Okay, so let's jump into the session. Okay. So today we'll be discussing about the testing part. Okay. So basically, anyone can tell in a real time scenario what exactly testing is. Anyone? If not, then I am saying. basically, what is testing? Testing is the process that we are going to do, or we are going to validate each and every system is working properly or not. Okay, we are checking whether the system, whether the functionality is working correctly or not. Okay, so if someone has developed, let's say I'm giving you an example of day-to-day life. Our mom prepares food. Okay, so she in between she tastes the food, and then the salt is proper or not, the all the spices are proper or not. She's tasting. Okay, so in this way she's doing testing. Okay, or else we can say, if if she's not doing the taste of the food, whether the taste will be whether the food will be okay, and whether the food will be okay and it should not be okay. Okay, we have the probability that it should be okay and it should not be okay. So we are doing testing to make sure that the food is going to be okay. Okay, so our mom tastes the food so that she validate that the food is going to be okay. Okay, so this is what we are doing. This is the reason what we are doing testing. Okay, a developer will execute the code, and then after we in the develop in the if you say, from the developer perspective, the code is already deployed to the org or to the production, but but the code is working or not. Okay, so from developer perspective, he has done his work. He will be expecting the things are going to be good. Okay, but from testing perspective, we need to we need to we need to we need to test the whole functionality and find out the gaps between all the scenarios that we have prepared. Okay, got it? Any question on the testing part?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So we can make the conversation, or we can make the session more interactive, making the by making the session two-way. Okay. Okay, it should be two-way only. Okay. So let's say, so we have basically two types of testing. Let's say we have a manual testing. Okay, and we have automation testing. Okay, I'll come back to these part later on. Okay, functional, non-functional later on. Okay, I'll give you the brief description between manual testing and automation testing. Okay, let's say if we are building one functionality. Okay, let's say if we are okay, let's say we have built a page in Salesforce. Okay, this is a home page, let's say. Okay, this is a basically home page. Okay, now we if we test this the functionality, so then let's say the test case. Okay, everyone is aware about the test case. What is test case? Yes, no,
Sir,
anything?
yes, I don't know, sir.
You don't know test case? Okay, no issues, you can ask me. Okay, so basically test case is the is a condition to check whether the particular functionality of the whole event is working or not. Okay, let's say I'm giving you the example. Okay, if you are providing login ID and password, and you are logging in. Okay, test case is that thing. It's that thing is a document where you are mentioning the steps what you are going to provide. Okay, what you are performing. Let's say if you are providing username and password, so in test case the steps will be: username is provided, password is provided. Okay, this is what the test case is. Okay, basically what step you are going to perform while testing, it is called test case. Okay, got
It's
it?
like
Any
document.
question on test case?
As like document.
Yeah, it is a document form, and
Hmm.
from that document we are going to test it. Okay,
Okay.
a reference document what we are going to test. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. And this is the main pillar of the testing. Test case is the main pillar. Okay. It's
Okay.
the main pillar of testing. Okay. So
Yes.
I'll give you more about the test case, and I'll give you the example as well. For the time being, I'm using this. Let's say we have total 4 test cases. Okay, we for building our Salesforce homepage, we have total 4 test cases. Okay, we have executed, let's say, 4 test cases. Then after that, if then one more release came in, and it is saying if we provide order number to the field, then it should save. Okay. So this is the one functionality, and this is the second functionality. Okay. So if we on the home page, it is on the home page, let's say home page. When we okay, this is second functionality. Okay. Here here we have run, I think, let's say 5 test cases. Total 5 test cases we have run here. Okay. So now you can see if the client or business wants the whole functionality to be tested, okay, this whole functionality to be tested, then what is the total number of test case we gonna test?
9.
9,
Hmm?
correct? Yeah, it is 9. Okay. And then after that, n number of n number of functionalities came in. Okay. And then we need to provide, okay, n number of test cases.
Okay. Okay. Whenever we will doing practically, then it will more clear.
Yeah. I'm just giving you the example, and
Mhm.
I'll let you know the practical thing, okay, as well. Okay.
Yes.
So so n number of, if we have let's say we have 5 more requirements. Let's say we have to create one more page. Okay, you have worked in marketing cloud, right? I'm giving you an
Yes.
example, like if we are directing from a campaign to we are generating more and more campaign, and we are generating campaign according to different territories. Okay.
Mhm.
So more and more steps will be involved, right? So more and
Mhm.
more we are going to test, right? So
Yes.
to overcome this problem, okay,
Mhm.
we have introduced automation testing.
Yes.
Okay. So
Mhm.
this is what is the use of automation testing. Okay. We are
Mhm.
going now in what actually automation testing does. It will automate all the test cases of yours. Okay. Let's say
Mhm.
5 test cases, 4 test cases, n number of test cases. It will automate all the n number of test cases. Okay. Because we are repeating all the test cases. Okay. We are repeating these test cases, we are repeating this test cases, and then this test cases in every releases, or you can in every perspective. Okay. So we are going to introduce automation testing, so that we can automate all the test cases, and the end result will be very quick and very accurate. Okay. Because it is done through automation, and the error chances is very less in automation. Okay.
Mhm.
Got it? So
Yes.
any question regarding manual testing or automation testing? Anyone?
In automation, how much languages we need?
How much? Sorry.
Languages means Java, Python,
Okay.
and
Okay. So, what is the prerequisite, or you can say what is the requirement for the automation
mm,
testing?
yes.
So, everyone, I want one question. Everyone, uh, all belong to Salesforce background only. Daniel and Paul, you guys will belong to Salesforce background or what?
No.
No.
Yeah.
And yeah, Paul, you belong to Salesforce background?
No.
No. Okay, fine. So basically, what is so I'll let you know. There are two types of automation that is in there in the software industry. One is
Uh,
coded automation. Another is no code automation. Okay. So from the definition itself, it is saying coded means we need to code, like we need to learn, like we have a Selenium tool, Selenium, Cypress. You can say Selenium, Cypress, and let's say SNG. Okay, etc. Okay. So that is the thing. These tools runs on you know, particular computer language like Python, Python, Java, sometime R. Okay, and other languages. Okay. Okay. So this is a coded automation where we are going to provide a we are going to automate the whole process through Java, Python, and other languages. Okay, got it.
mhm.
And this is the most interesting part. No code automation. Okay. And this, okay. And one more thing I'll mention here. It is a open mostly it is open source. Mostly it will open source. Selenium is also open source. Cypress is also open source. Okay, it is mostly open source. Okay. So no code automation is very interesting part. Okay. Okay. Tosca, Rover, etc. Okay. So here, what is that? In no code automation, okay, we are using tools like Tosca, Prover, and other tools as well. Let's Copilot is also there. Okay, that is also going to provide no code automation. Okay, so these are the basically Salesforce familiar tools that doesn't need much coding. Let's say Prover needs some of the coding, but Tosca is a no code system. It is complete no code system end to end. Okay, so it works on the scanning pattern. I'll give the demo as well, okay, for the same. But yeah,
But
this is what
but
this.
one
Sorry.
question, sir. One question.
Mhm.
If I go to any company and I say I am having automation testing knowledge, and that time I have to prepare for both now, coded and non-code.
Okay, I'll let you know. If see, this is no code automation. It's like very much it needs license. Okay,
Which one is more useful?
coded. Okay,
Yes.
coded automation. Yeah,
Mhm.
coded automation because it is the interviewer, if you are sitting in any of the interview, okay,
Mhm.
the interviewer will always try to understand whether you are unique or not. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you know Java, let's say, if
Uh-huh.
you know Java or Python, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so there is anyway it will be the star mark on your resume, right? So it
Mm-hmm.
is always a best practice to know any of the coding language, and then you can perform automation testing. Yeah, in Selenium, okay, it is not that hard. Okay, I'll give you the real time example. Like, it is not that hard. Okay, you
Mm-hmm.
just need to catch up the oops concept, and just need to write the things accordingly. And if and it is a repetitive step, I will say, it is a repetitive step. When you got to understand that how you are going to write that snippet, you will be
Mm-hmm.
pro in that. Okay, just you need
Okay.
to need to remember the syntax, and just you need to just in for the interview perspective, because if you're going to work, okay, anyway you are taking help from any of the you are going to take help from um,
Developers.
uh, any of the AI tools or anything. Okay, but
Mm-hmm.
in interview you are not going to not going
Mm-hmm.
to have any help. Okay, so that's
Mm-hmm.
what you need. And I'll say you, interviewer, every time he will check your basic is clear or not. That's all.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It is not going to it is not going in that manner. Okay, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let me introduce one more thing, that is uh, okay, yeah. So automation testing, you got it. Any question on that coded on no code automation?
Mm-hmm. No, sir. Again, it will clear up on practice basis.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, till now no questions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone? Okay, so we'll
Hi,
now
sir.
we'll go to the yeah, yeah.
Sorry. So when
Tell
you're
me.
saying coded, it's mostly like writing test cases, right? For
Coded as in we are using coding languages, like we if we are automating the things, we are using Selenium with Python, or Selenium with Java, Cypress with Java. Okay,
okay,
like that. Okay, in the future classes we will be introducing the Selenium part. Okay, and the Cypress part is, I think, test ng part is there. Okay, how we are linking Jenkins and all. Okay, CI/CD part's your part as well. Okay, that is CI/CD. So yeah, we will introduce all the things. But yeah, the coded part means that we are using coding languages to automate our test steps. Okay, test cases.
so
Correct? Any
everything can
question?
be automated throughout the CI/CD, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So we'll cover. Are you covering the Azure DevOps part as well, like how to like automate everything?
I will be covering the Selenium part, and if you have any question, then we can discuss on the DevOps part as well. Not a problem. Okay.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Okay. So
Thank
so what is that now? Hoshan, we have a particular, course material, okay, or course
Okay,
agenda. So we are going on that. Okay. If you have anything, then we can discuss it out. Not a problem. Okay. It will be great pleasure to me to discuss the things. Okay, in and out.
sure. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, so what is CRM? The main thing comes in. Anyone from the group, you can you can not take reference from this definition. It is basically just the internet definition. I'll say real time things. What is CRM? Okay, many of the interview questions comes in this manner only. First question: what is CRM? Do you understand CRM? This is the what interviewer want to understand from you. Okay, and then he will come to the Salesforce part. Okay, so I'll let you know what is CRM. Let's say any data we are managing. Okay, any data. Okay, basically CRM stands for customer relationship management. Okay, so it is a tool, or it is a basically it is a management data manager. Okay, you can say. Okay, that is moreover interested to manage all the data of the customer. Okay, let's say and it will in the we have this system, like we have a UI for this and we have a backend for this as well. Okay, we are processing the thing, we are seeing the thing, and we are manipulating the thing in UI, and then the in backend the everything will be going to save in the proper metadata. Okay, so this is what CRM is. Okay, I'll give you the simple example. Okay, from let's say I am giving you, if you go to the bank. Okay, bank, they are maintaining your data there. Okay, if you want, if you submit a check of, let's say, 5,000 rupees, then they will fetch the check document from the from their system computer. Okay, but what they were using, CRM. Okay, what they were using, CRM to fetch your data from their system. Okay, they will request backend to send the data of this particular check number or this particular account holder, and then they will verify your signature. Okay, from the attachment or from the document that you have provided previously to the bank, and then they will verify your phone number, and then they will call you, and then after that they will approve the check. And then after that, from the account money, whole money, the sum will be deducted, and it will be come under the transaction line items. Okay, there, and it is also saved in what, where, CRM. Okay, so got it? CRM, what CRM is exactly in a layman language. Any question on CRM?
No, sir.
So yeah, uh, you guys understand CRM, what CRM is, right?
Hmm.
Mhm. So what are the benefits of CRM? It is more productive to the sales teams. A single view of the customer. What I have told you now, we are getting, if we are managing the things, we are getting the things from the system, and there is a UI. So we can, we can take data from the UI. We have various actionable analytics and data dashboard. If we want to create data that's dashboard, we can create. Or customer centric automation. Let's say if the 5,000 is withdrawn, then the, let's say, it is 10,000 whole amount, it will automate the trigger will flow, and it will deduct the money, and the remaining amount will be 5,000. Okay, this is basically what customer centric automation is. Proactive customer service interaction, yeah, it is a UI friendly thing, so yeah, you can interact with this. Okay, simplified collaboration, it is a collaborative thing. Increased productivity with AI, yeah, the main thing, AI. So yeah, we have very many more things here. Okay, for AI. So yeah, in CRM we are introducing AI to automate many of the things. Okay, we'll come back to the in next class for this AI thing. Integration with your existing business apps. So let's say we have another, let's say, if you are using a ICICI bank, you are using ICICI bank, so you have the internet banking, and you have the mobile banking as well. So in app we can integrate all the data from your to your app. Okay, from the from the server of the ICICI bank. So that is the integration process basically. Okay, access your information from anywhere, yeah, we can access. This is so portable. In mobile we can access the data from anywhere. Okay, scalability for the growth, yeah, it is a growth thing, so yeah, we are going anyway, it will be scale us and scale the functionality. And it is a very secure system. So yeah, it is very very secure system, so yeah, we can trust. Okay, on this. Okay, so here comes in Salesforce. What is Salesforce? So I have given you the example of CRM, right? So we have n number of CRMs in the market. Okay, let's say we have Pega, Salesforce, SAP, and other CRM, Zoho, Viva, other CRMs are there. Okay, so CRM, what is Salesforce? Basically, Salesforce is a cloud-based software company that provide customer relationship management services. Okay, It helps businesses manage and connect with their customers by offering a suite of product design for sales, service, marketing, commerce, and IT teams. Okay, so what is this? Salesforce is a more secure, more user friendly, and more data driven system, or you can say CRM, that that is going to provide a company called Salesforce itself. Okay, and it provide a CRM. Okay, and it is portable. You can and it will going to provide each and every sector help. Like in Salesforce, if you are interested for lead generation, okay, let's say if you are interested for lead generation, so there we are going to run a camping, and that comes under a category called Sales Cloud. Okay, if we are interested for the sales things, there is another sector, like I'm saying that Sales Cloud. If we are interested for the marketing thing, there is another cloud, that is Marketing Cloud. Okay, if the customer has taking the product, okay, then he or she wants service in that for that product, there is a separate Service Cloud for that. In the whole Service Cloud, we are going to provide the maintenance of particular product. Okay, so that is Sales Cloud. Okay, if we are into AI thing, okay, and if we want data driven things, then there is a Data Cloud as well. So yeah, a separate Data Cloud will be there. Okay, if your business is moreover related with the hospitals and insurance thing, then the very much boom right now, it is very booming in Salesforce market, that is Health Cloud. Okay, you have heard the company name Deloitte, right? 90% of the work in Deloitte is done in Health Cloud of Salesforce. Okay, majority of the clients of Deloitte is in Health Cloud. Okay, so there you are going to provide, we are going to provide each and every services to the client, or you can say our product owner. So how we are going to manage the patient data, how we are going to analyze the patient data, where we are going to save the data. Okay, CMC Vellore. Anyone have known this place, right? CMC Vellore. So CMC Vellore has completely shifted the data, their data to Salesforce system. Okay, the whole thing is now in Salesforce. So if you are going to, if let's say you are going to take any appointment in orthopedic, okay, and then after 1 year you have the you got some issue for neuro, then the neuro person will also access your ortho data as well. So it is driven in that manner. Okay, got it? Any question on Salesforce part? Yes, no, no.
No, sir.
Okay, it's basically works on multi-tenant architecture. Okay, let's say I have given you the example here. Okay, single tenant means single person will using a single application and using a separate database. Okay, in this way, but here it is the crack. Multi-tenant means multiple person are using the same application and the same database, and the security model of the Salesforce is going to provide that each and every person will be having their own personal space. Okay, I'll give you the example how, if you got a chance, let's say if you any interviewers ask you what is multi-tenant architecture in Salesforce. Okay, or else you can if you have mentioned in definition Salesforce is a multi-tenant architecture, so how you are going to explain this? Okay, so I'll give you the same example, best example you gonna provide to them is like, let's say there is a flat of 100 there is an apartment of 100 flats. Okay, we have a common gym and we have a common swimming pool. Okay, let's say we here the person are 100. Okay, we have a common swimming pool and common gym. Okay, so all the 100% have their separate and secure flat, but what they are coming down and they are using the common gym, they are using the common you know common gym and common lifts and common, let's say, garden. Okay, so it is a multi-tenant architecture. Okay, got it till now? Any question? No. Okay, what I have mentioned, different types of clouds in Salesforce: Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Commerce Cloud, Experience Cloud, Data Cloud. Okay, so yeah. So what is Salesforce testing? The topic comes in. Okay, so basically I'll help you with again with the form example or any cloud example. Okay, let's say Salesforce is testing the process of ensuring that the Salesforce application and customization functions correctly meets the business requirement and deliver the positive user experience. Okay, it involves verifying functionality, performance and security of the Salesforce implementation. Okay, we are doing configuration, customization, integration, and other workflows and other flows. Okay, so we are going to validate that all the flows are working correctly or not. I'll give you the example. Okay, let's say uh, what we are doing in Salesforce testing. A small example. Okay, there is a quote. You guys are aware of the quote. Let's say there is a invoice. Okay, you want a invoice to be get approved. If the uh, invoice money invoice total amount is, let's say, greater than $500. Okay, so it will be going to approved by the manager, and then after that you can process the invoice. Okay, and this is the thing, this is an example. Okay, and so we are as a Salesforce tester, we are going to check whether this the functionality or the condition is matched, then it is going for a approval to a manager or not. Okay, so developer has automated the flow. Okay, let's say if the amount is greater than $500, it should be going to a manager A for approval. Okay, so we as a Salesforce tester we will be going to validate that the flow is working correctly or not, or the manager is going to have that approval or not. Okay, got it? Any question? No. Okay, then yeah, why we have, why we have choose sales. Okay, I'll give you the clear example. I think I am more than 6 years, 6+ years of experience in Salesforce. Okay, and I can see from 2018, the market of Salesforce is increasing and increasing. Okay, exponentially increasing. Okay, so previously it was not in the Indian clients were not much, but now majority of the Indian clients are using Salesforce. I'll give you the recent example, Bajaj. You are aware of the Bajaj thing. Bajaj, CMC, means um, n number of Indian clients and n number of US clients are there in Salesforce. Okay, so it is the demand of Salesforce is booming and booming. And in the papers of, I think, mm, Forbes, I think, yeah, Forbes, yeah, there is 1.6 million of Salesforce job will be uh, going to fulfilled by 2026. Okay, so yeah, this is a very much hot technology to learn and hot
Means we
technology
have
to
a
first.
lot of opportunities.
Yeah, we have lots of opportunity in Salesforce. Okay,
Mm.
so basically, see, testing. If you are a tester, okay, let's say if you are a tester, you will be a common tester for a Java. You will be a common tester for a other let's say other field like Python and all. Okay, if you are tester of Salesforce, there is again star marks on your resume. Okay, the point is that Salesforce testing, if you are a tester, okay, you can test other uh, if you are Salesforce tester, you can test all other apps as well. But if you are normal tester, you are not going to test Salesforce. This is a simple example between normal tester and Salesforce tester. Okay, so yeah, having Salesforce knowledge is a very plus point on your CV. Okay, on your profile. This is what. So why we are going to use Salesforce testing? It is we are going to ensure the business continuity, preventing data loss and corruption. So we have various security models that prevent duplicating of data, that prevent data loss and other aspects as well. So yeah, seamless integration with other system. I have told you, right? If we are integrating, let's say we are integrating Salesforce from other websites. Okay, let's say we have a website called www dot let's say abc.com. There we are fetching any data. Then we have integrated and we have integrated that website to Salesforce, and then we are creating leads. Okay, by that thing. This is what. So yeah, we are maintaining the regularity, compliance, reducing downtime and performance issue is very, we enabling customization and updates, enhancing user experience, minimizing costs and fixing defects, keeping up with Salesforce 3 major updates per year. Okay, I'll again come to this topic. Okay, so one more interview hot topic is like how many Salesforce really how much Salesforce how many Salesforce releases are there in a year. Okay, this is a very huge question and a very hot question. Okay, so it is three. Okay, 3 major releases Salesforce provide. I'll give you the notes as well, but yeah, I'll say you. First is spring release, second is winter, and third is autumn. Okay, 3 types of releases Salesforce provide. Okay, and then yeah, and in this releases, what going to provide Salesforce uh, every time Salesforce is interested to upgrade the system, upgrade the functionality. So they will be providing a release note every time. Okay, in every release, and then you're going to you are going to read out the release note, and then after that you are going to validate again. As a tester, you're going to validate that whether your functionality is working correctly or not. Okay. So yeah, uh, avoiding customization conflicts, validating mobile and multi-device compatibility, optimizing AI and automation features. Let's say we have various flows and various AI flows as well. So I will be completing that in future classes. And it is a we have a Salesforce ecosystem. So we are going to validate that the ecosystem is working correctly or not, the apps are working correctly or not. Okay, till now any questions? Yes, no, no. Okay, I'll ask you one thing. You guys are getting the concept or not till now?
Yes, sir. We are getting.
You are
Yes.
getting. And anyone other one? Okay, we have one more member like iPhone. Oh, okay. So yeah, so we are getting right. Any so okay, let's jump into the last topic. I'll say for the day, that is STLC. Okay, so again comes in our software development, or you can say software preparation. Okay, we have two things: SDLC, software development life cycle, and STLC, software testing life cycle. Okay, so I will quickly uh, introduce you software test. What is software test life cycle? Because we are interested for testing, right? So development, yeah, I'll give you the prototype for the SDLC as well, but right now STLC. Okay, so basically what is STLC now? It is a basically process. Okay, it is a process in which we are going to provide the uh, you know uh, how we are going to test the particular system. Okay, so it is basically a flow, and it is a basically a particular flow what we are going to perform for this for to particular test that particular functionality. Okay, so yeah, this is what basically it is a life cycle what we have learned previously in our 10 12 things like how the life cycle is going to work. Okay, so STLC is structured process of outlines of stages involved in testing software to ensure it meets quality standards and requirements. It is a crucial parts of overall software development life cycle, and the STLC involves series of well-defined phases, each with specific goals and deliverables ensuring throughout the systematic testing. Okay, got it. So yeah, I will explain this diagram. Okay, so what is STLC? So first, there are different steps what we are going to perform while performing while performing testing. Okay, if you go to agile or waterfall, anything, any model. Okay, there is a rule or there is a prototype we are going to we are going to um, fulfill that. Okay, let's say first we are going for requirement analysis. Okay, let's say what is the requirement, we are going to analyze that. The initial phase we are going to analyze the requirement, right? Then test planning, how we are going to plan the testing. Okay, what will be your plan for the testing? Okay, if you plan, and then after that we will be developing the test case, we will be writing the test cases. Okay, the main part, writing the test cases, what we are going to perform. Okay, let's say if we are testing the login page. Okay, so we have to provide username and password, right, in login page, and then there is captcha code and other thing as well. Right now I'm taking an example of login page like username and password and login button. Okay, provide username like ABC and password like password 123. Okay, then in these two combination, we if we are clicking on the in the login button, if the credential is correct, we are logging or not. This is the first case. Second case, if the credential is wrong, we are getting a correct error message or not. If the captcha is missing, if we then we are getting a correct error message like captcha is missing, can you please provide the captcha. Okay, third thing, every refresh captcha is refreshing or not. Fourth point, fourth test cases, if we are providing only username, not the password, then what is the error message? If we are providing only password and username, then what will be the error message? 6. Okay, let's say if we are clicking on the remember me checkbox, it is remembering or not. Okay, 7. 7 checkpoints. And if we are logging successfully, where it is redirecting? To the home page, to the error page, where it is redirecting? 8 point. So for a simple logging page, we are going to test 8 test cases. Got it? What is test case? Anyone? This is what practically I wanted to explain you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Scenario.
Mm.
Correct? Clear about
Yeah.
the test case?
Yes.
So test case development is what? We are going to write the test cases. Okay? And then after that, we are going to, and then after that, the test execution part comes in. Okay? So in which environment we are going to test? Which website we are going to test? Okay, so that is called test environment. Let's say we are checking www.facebook.qa.com. Let's say Facebook has a, QA environment. Okay, so let's say we are checking testing for that thing. So so, so here we will validate that the environment is set up or not. Okay, first thing. Second thing, we are going to execute our test cases. Okay, so in the second part we are going to execute the test case. So this is the second thing we are going to execute. In the execution part, first we are going to check the test environment. Second, we are going to execute the test case. Third, we are going to provide a test closure. Okay, in which test closure means the percentage of testing, what is successful, what is not successful, how many bugs are reported, where the bugs are reported, where the bugs are going to track, each and every things are there. Okay, in the test closure report. Okay, this is called test closure. Okay, and this is a very important topic for from interview perspective. If you are sitting in 3 interview, you will be expecting two questions from this STLC topic, whether it will your test case preparation or anything, or or else can you please explain STLC model? Have you heard about the STLC? How which model you guys are familiar with while testing this types of question? So anyway, you need to uh, mention STLC. And it is always useful uh, if you are explaining your project to the interviewer. Then you can mention there our project is following STLC model. So yeah, we are focused on the planning, and we are focused on the STLC planning. So yeah, we do according to the STLC. So this is also a great. Uh, it will also create a great impact on your resume or on your profile. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now we have different types of testing and methodology. So yeah, we will be covering this thing in the next class, because I think we are running out of time. It is 3 minutes. So any question, anything?
Mm. Sir, your good name?
You can call me instructor, trainer, anything.
Okay. And mm, after today onwards, you will be our trainer or anyone other?
Yeah, I will be your trainer.
Okay. Um, okay, no problem. I like your teaching sense, and I got clear all the points.
Yeah, one question. With
Mhm.
the
Please go ahead, Paul.
Salesforce testing,
Mhm.
what tool do you say we're going to use? Selenium?
Yeah, we are going to use Selenium.
And what language?
It will be Java.
Okay. All right. Mm. Okay.
I will be also giving you the rough idea, or you can say high level idea about the no code automation tools like Prover, or you can say Tosca. Tosca is very trending in future. Tosca will be there because it is a AI testing model. Okay, again, it is not open source, uh, so it is very hard to learn, right? Because we have licenses fees and other fees as well, and that is way too high.
Okay. Does that mean we have to learn Java as well?
Yeah, the basic concept. I will be covering that concept as well.
Okay.
Okay. hmm So yeah, I will be covering. I will be automating. So Paul, what is the system is like when you are able to write the syntax? Okay, one syntax, or I guess if you are practicing 5 to 10 syntax daily, okay, you will be going to get a thorough idea of whole system. And if you are going to crack interview, okay, that regular practice of I guess 5 to 10 days will help you to crack interview. Okay, and then after that, if there is some complex problem in your project or after onboarding, then you can take help from any sources. Okay, that is the thing. But yeah, for the particular time in a particular time frame, I will be introducing all the thing related to interview, all the thing related to Salesforce testing, so that you can crack and you can work after cracking the interview in the project. Okay. Any questions?
Yeah. So in order to excel for this role, like, is admin knowledge required?
Yeah, you need to know basic admin knowledge. First thing, you need to know basic flows if you are going to test. Okay, so
But for
whether you
someone
need
who's
to
new, like,
no,
what is
yeah,
the
I we
prerequisite for this course?
prerequisite is like I guess nothing is prerequisite. You should be graduate. That's all because we are covering the admin part as well. Okay,
Okay.
Salesforce
Any
admin part.
any kind of developer knowledge or like coding
No
knowledge?
admin. No, no,
Admin.
no. Salesforce has a two parts, right? Salesforce has two parts: admin and Apex. That is coding again. Admin is like you are going to drag and drop the things in that manner. You are
Okay.
going to create and you're going to develop logic without coding. Okay. In the coming classes, I will introduce the Salesforce admin. I think in the next class tomorrow itself only we will be introducing Salesforce admin because today I have explained you what we are going to do and how we are going to do. Okay, the testing part. Okay, majority, and then we will covering the admin part. Admin part, we have a limited, limited course plan where we are going to introduce all the Salesforce admin part that is moreover related to Salesforce testing. Okay, that comes in permission sets, profiles, objects, standard objects, custom objects, relationships, master lookup.
Okay.
Okay, and other concepts as well, login hours, OWD. Okay, profiles, sharing rules, criteria rules, these types of things. Okay, and
What is
I
the
will be
timing
giving
for
you the
tomorrow's class?
I think Satish will again let you know the timings.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem.
Okay. Any more question or okay? In from tomorrow onwards. Okay, what we are going to do? 55 minutes of class will be there, and after that we will be noting down the interview questions from that class. Okay, so that you guys can have a great idea on the interview how it will going to be, right? Any more question?
Any real-time projects or like is added in this course?
Yeah, again I'm saying that it is all real-time projects and everything is there in the course. Okay, this was the first class. Okay, so it was more over theoretical class. Okay, I'll explain you in the coming class. I will be giving you the real-time examples. Okay.
Okay.
Today we also have give you the real-time scenarios, but yeah, I'll giving you the real-time examples and real-time scenarios. Real-time scenarios as in are proper real-time scenarios that are interviews or data, you know, uh, from knowledge perspective you want to fetch.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
So are we good? Then we can leave. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.